Hi folks. So this week we're focusing in on the pentatonic scale. So the pentatonic scale is important because it's a scale that works in so many different styles of music, and it works very effectively because you really can't play wrong notes. It's very difficult to play wrong notes. Because there are only 5 notes in the scale, we've taken out the notes that tend to cause problems. And we don't need to worry about what notes those are, just knowing that the pentatonic scale, you can sound good playing it because it's limiting your options, and those limitations can open up some cool sounds. Here is just to get started. You can compare if you want to try playing some of these things with me, you can compare our guitars. My guitar's in tune right now, so here's my E, my A, D string, the G, the B, and then the high E. So now you'll see in this assignment posting all sorts of the pentatonic scales in different formats, because I wanted you to see them different ways in case it helps you process them when you start playing them. But the bottom line is the pentatonic scale has 5 notes and can be played in 5 different shapes going up the neck of the guitar. So once you've played through those 5 shapes, the shapes just start over again. Not that that's really going to be an issue, because you'll probably run out of room on the neck of the guitar before you have to worry about repeating any of those shapes. So we're focusing in on the E minor or G major pentatonic scale. The notes of E minor are the same as the notes in G major, so the scale shapes are the same. Pattern number 1 starts on our low E string, and we go through this shape here. Open, 3, open, 2, open, 2, open, 2, open, 3, open, 3. So now that shape is great. So if I'm playing in the key of G, so after I'm strumming the chord, I'm just playing notes in that pentatonic scale, and it all sounds good. And like I said, G major, E minor, it doesn't matter because the notes are the same. So if instead of playing a G chord, I was playing an E minor chord, pentatonic scale sounds great. And so that's shape number 1. So what you're going to notice in one of the diagrams of the pentatonic scales is that every shape leads into the next shape by overlapping. So because my first pentatonic shape ends out here on the 3rd fret, that's where I start shape number 2. Again, because my first pentatonic shape goes open fret, open string, 3rd fret, I start the second shape on that 3rd fret, because that's the note that's furthest out in my first shape. So when I do this, now I'm going 3rd fret, and again, I'm just doing the patterns that are listed on the assignment page. My second shape goes 3rd fret, 5th fret, 2nd fret, 5th fret, 2nd fret, 5th fret, 2nd fret, 4th fret, 3rd fret, 5th fret, 3rd fret, 5th fret. Okay? So now those are the same 5 notes. the first position, I'm just rearranging them and moving them down the neck. So again, we've got 3rd fret, 5th fret, 2nd fret, 5th fret, 2nd fret, 5th fret, 2nd fret, 4th fret, 3rd fret, 5th fret, 3rd fret, 5th fret. And again, if I was playing a G chord, all those notes sound great and they work just fine, even if it's E minor. All those notes sound great. So that's the second position. So in my second position, I went out to the 5th fret. So when I start my third position, I start there at the 5th fret. And so now I'm doing from the 5th fret, here's the third position. 5, 7, 5, 7, 5, 7, 4, 7, 5, 8, 5, 7. All right, so that again, third position, 5, 7, 5, 7, 5, 7, 4, 7, 5, 8, 5, 7. And that's the third position of the pentatonic. Again, all the same notes from the first position. We're just now getting some of those same notes in a higher register so that we can get a little bit more variety in our sound. Whether I'm using E minor or G major. All those notes are going to sound great. So our third position, or our third shape, ended at the 7th fret. So that's where I'm going to start shape number 4. And so shape number 4, I'm going to be going from 7 to 10, 7 to 10, 7 to 9, 7 to 9, 8 to 10, 7 to 10. So again, fourth position, 7 to 10, 7 to 10, 7 to 9, 7 to 9, 8 to 10, 7 to 10. And again. G major or E minor. That's our fourth position, and so our fourth position goes out here to the 10th fret, so that's where I'm going to start my last position, my fifth position. So again, for this E minor or G major pentatonic, I'm going to now start at 10th fret, and I'm going to go 10, 12, 10, 12, 9, 12, 9, 12, 10, 12, 10, 12. And that is my fifth position. Again, that's 10, 12, 10, 12, 9, 12, 9, 12, 10, 12, 10, 12. E minor or G major. So that's all 5 positions of the E minor or G major pentatonic scale. And so ideally what happens is once you become familiar with those shapes, your goal would be as a guitar player is to then connect them together. So you could make a solo that's, or write a melody that's not stuck in one position, but that kind of takes advantage of being able to move throughout those positions and coming up with different patterns. Because even though it's only 5 notes, there's just thousands and thousands and thousands of ways to play those that pattern of 5 notes. It's really almost limitless. But just to give you an example of connecting those patterns might be something like this. So see how I kind of slid back and forth through those positions? And once you get more comfortable with them, you'll find that you'll just see them all over the neck of the guitar and you can move between them quite easily. So those are the pentatonic scales. So now your job is going to be to work your way slowly through each of those positions. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And see if you can record yourself making a video of going through those patterns as best you can by the end of the week. So some of you might take some time, but hang in there. Take it very slow. Look at the diagrams on the page. You can use this video, slow it down, rewind it, go through these. I kind of walk through each pattern as slowly as I could, and then you can just go back and review them, and you can follow right along and play right along those shapes with me. All right. Have a great week, and I'll see you soon.